Hello and welcome to today's LOL Esports Roundup. We're going to cover the games from this morning as well as preview the pair of games for tomorrow morning. If you're new to the channel, I do YouTube memberships. If you want my predictions, I'll go over it at the end of the video. But I went 2-1 today, 3-3 overall. Got this one wrong. No excuse, but I thought PP God was going to play. He didn't. I also thought Angel was going to play, but he didn't. Tangwan played. So, LGD and Rare Adam started us off in the morning. Rare Adam would win 2-1. Asum went 5-5-10, leading the team in damage with 31.6%. Cube had the best KDA, going 10-5-8. LPC for LGD went 13-6-8 with 28.2% damage. Cube was MVP. Cube played a big role on a Jax in Game 3. Frankly, I thought Rare Adam played downright awful in Games 1 and Game 2. It was so bad. Honestly, I remember on stream at the end of Game 2 saying Rare Adam really didn't deserve to win this game. And I think folks in the chat said the same thing. Rare Adam looked awful. Somehow won Game 2, and in Game 3 showed how they were that much better than LGD. The gap was there. Excuse me. The gap was there in Game 3. They're weird drafts. LGD picked Zach in Game 3, Skarner in Game 1, and Rare Adam had no answer for that. Southwind died 6 times to the Skarner. And Asum really didn't look very good at all the whole series. He led in damage, that's why he's on there. But really, I thought he was lackluster. The bot lane was so bad. Cube against Zhaozhu played pretty well. Layan was meh. And Strive performed in Game 3, but at the same time, it just was awful. It was awful. Both these teams stink, essentially. RNG and OMG. RNG won 2-0. I screwed up. I didn't put down their power rankings on here. 1 second. 8th and 24th. If you have not watched my power ranking video, that came out Thursday or Friday. So, RNG, like I said, without mid lane and support, Ming makes it sound like he's not coming back to RNG. So, maybe it's just without the mid laner. So, Angel wasn't playing, Tangwan was. For OMG, PP God did not play. Jerry was in his place. This was very one-sided and a really excellent performance by RNG. And we're going to start a conversation that really I think is clear now. Clearer than ever, at least to me. Gala, 13-3-8, 25.1% of damage. Wei, 8-4-12. Shanji, 5-9-7, 30.4% of damage. And Wei was MVP. So, Game 1. So we have a Galio mid, right? That's an RNG move. Graves jungle, that's an RNG thing, but still, Graves is meta, but the Galio is very Zhaozhu-like, right? We think TF, we think Lissandra, which was played in Game 2, these facilitators. RNG executed a perfect early game that resulted in a dive that literally was this is RNG at MSI. This is RNG of 2 years ago. This is RNG. Literally watching it, it was this dive being executed is perfect. This is RNG. It could be Zhaozhu, it could be Angel, it could be Tangwan. It doesn't matter who is in mid. This is executed perfectly. It's the coaching staff, the way they coach, the systems in place. The way they play the game is is so clean. It looked so clean. And RNG, I thought OMG would put up a fight. I had OMG winning 2-1. Like I said, if I had known PP Guy wasn't playing, maybe I'd flip that to RNG 2-1. But I didn't think RNG were going to just be able to just actually play at the level that RNG has played at in the past. it was really, really something to watch. And you got to think about it. Like, Xiaohu and Ming are not going to be, or I mean, this is a new era of RNG. The Xiaohu-less era. But it's the same team. I mean, they play the same way. Now, OMG might stink, and I might be too hypey about them, and that's whatever, and we'll see how RNG play in a couple days. But as of that game, like, that was great. That was executed to perfection. Zeri Prio was very weird today in this series and this series. Giving it away, and instead of taking the Yumi, just not taking the Yumi and saying, we'll just go Lucian Nami and lose. Like, Summer, we learned Sivir is the one to go. Handshake it. You're going to lose to Zeri. You need to handshake the matchup. You need to take the Yumi, let them take Lulu, and you got Zeri Lulu into Sivir Yumi, or vice versa. That's how it worked. And going Lucian Nami is not going to fly. Right now it looks awful. The Zeri is running over everything, and everyone's like, oh, Zeri this, Zeri that. It's like, well, I haven't paid attention to patches during the break. Maybe Sivir got nerfed to the ground. But if she is just where she was before, Sivir should be being played. Because it makes no sense. The draft makes no sense. Let's put it that way. Another weird thing LGD did, by the way, in Game 2, when we're talking about weird drafts, double AD, like melee solos. They played Renekton mid for Hai Chao, and Zhao played Aatrox top, which is why Rare Adam ended up winning Game 2, because literally the game went like 45 minutes. And you can imagine how that went for LGD, because the game went so long, but that's why Rare Adam didn't deserve to win. It's like, this comp should have been dead at 25 minutes. Why is this taking so long? Like, it was awful. So, but back, RNG that just dominated OMG. It was super clean. I can't emphasize that enough. It was like, RNG might go up in my power rankings with a backup mid laner. It's very reminiscent of Victory 5, not the same way of play, but how Rookie was out, Dream was in, and the team still did well. And I was like, well, then it's got to go up, right? OMG, without PP guys, it's hard to drop them. Ninja in Pajamas making their debut against Ultra Prime. They went 2-0, formerly Victory 5. Invincible 5-2 and 13, 29.7% of damage. Photic 17-5 and 8, benefiting from a double Zeri series. Doggo 1-6 and 2, having to play Lucian into the Zeri twice. 31.7% of damage. Photic was MVP. I mean, mid lane was close, I guess, between King and Dream. But Invincible had the edge over Harry. Zhao Lao Bao was one step ahead of Ning. Ning wasn't doing enough. And bot lane ran over Ultra Prime. Like, Photic and Zhu really just ran over Doggo and Baolan. It was crazy. It was just like, this is Zeri. This is Zeri things, like literally diving under turret, like they're chasing people between the turrets. Like, it was destruction down there. I mean, it was something. It was something. Like, there's not a lot really to say. Invincible played a great debut. For 2023, I think that Victory 5, like I said, I think in my tier list video, it's like they're average, but they could be good. There's a couple rookies here. There's a sub here. There's a potential to be good. But Ultra Prime, it's a lot tougher. You got a couple rookies, but then you have a couple retired players coming back. And if the things go south early, like say Ultra Prime starts like 0-5, are Ning and Baolan even going to want to play, or are they going to be like, you know what, we're done. We're going back to retirement. This isn't worth it. We're going to go back to streaming. We're going to go back to this. Like, really? Like, they looked bad. They looked bad. But we have to remember, and I said this last year, and I should have said it again yesterday, these teams do deserve a little bit of grace. It is the first games of the split, and it might take a while for teams to get under control, get things together, and it is also spring. So, in the end, how much does it matter? Sneak peek. We got Team World Elite. They played already, damn it. They played already. They beat FPX 2-1. EDG have not played yet. Week 9, day 4, EDG would win 2-0. Remember, last year, Team World Elite did not win a single series in summer. Only 2 players from that series are still on the team in the starting lineup for tomorrow. Those are Shanks and Mako. Everybody else is either a backup or no longer with the team. Mako went 2-4-19 in that series, the only player on the winning side. Hang and JJ is the matchup I want to watch. I want to see what Hang does. I said yesterday, but if you missed it, he got after Howie right away. In every game, he pushed the envelope in the jungle. He got in his face, and he created a jungle diff and got in his head. Solo killed him in game 2 early on. Invaded him early in game 1 and game 3. Just a very, very clean game and clean series. And against FPX, FPX is whatever. This is the step up, right? We're going from a bottom team to a middle team, right? EDG. Some people would have the middle to high. I'm just whatever. You get my point. Like he's not jumping from FPX to top esports. He's jumping up from FPX to EDG and JJ. JJ, former world champion. Some people like him more than I do. But the fact of the matter is he is a step up from a rookie. So this will be interesting to see how JJ prepares for Hang and how Hang prepares for JJ. And if he just goes after him as well. And this is what this guy is. An aggressive jungler that is not going to take anything. As in take crap. He's going to take your camps though. Discord, 7 out of 13 people like the bot lane matchup of Hope and Iwandi versus Leave and Mako. I think the Discord just likes bot lane matchups. Now, it is Hope. We'll see how Leave does in that one. As a rookie, this is his debut against Hope. So it is good that he is against, similar to this jungle situation. You have a rookie against, is he against Jackie Love or Ruler right away? No. He's against Hope. Hope is good. You can't disrespect him because you will lose lane. We saw FPX lose to Hope and Iwandi. Iwandi really affecting the Rift. Now Mako is a very, very, very talented player. One of the best supports ever, right? So he should be able to keep up with Iwandi. Top and Anyone's Legend are also going to play. Top Esports are number 2 in my power rankings. By the way, EDG, number 19. Top haven't played yet. Anyone's Legend lost to IG 2-0. IG running a sub-top mid laner. And Anyone's Legend lost. Week 10, day 6. Top would win 2-0. 8 out of 10 players in that series are in the game tomorrow. The 2 players that are not are... so Rookie is in for Knight. And Sword Art... Sword Art is in for Chow Chow. Jackie Love went 16-2-19 in those 2 games. Knight in that series went 20 kills or 19 kills or something. Knight went off in that one. King Tian and ZDZ is what I want to watch. So you could wonder, why do you have that there? King Tian starting, Wayward is not. So, that's interesting. I don't really think I haven't seen enough of King Tian probably, but I like Wayward more. And looking back at last year's matchup, ZDZ was the only one that had more kills and deaths on Anyone's Legend, so I'm going to assume he's the only one that has a chance in his matchup. Zhao Hao is not going to be able to match Tian. Harder didn't win lane against Nenny, so he ain't winning against Rookie unless he has I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, an epiphany. Bot lane, Betty was bot lane got crushed by On and Wink. So, excuse me, Anyone's Legend, I don't know how Anyone's Legend may win this, to be honest, but the top lane matchup is the one that is the closest, right? So, Discord, 7 out of 12 people want to watch Jackie Love and Mark. against Betty and Sword Art. Like I said, I think they just like the bot side matchups. I guess like this is, you got the PCS duo in the bot lane against Jackie Love, so we'll see what happens. These series, we got a couple teams that are definitely worth watching in EDG and top tomorrow, so at least we won't have a game like LGD and Rare Atom where both teams are like, oh my god, neither team's going to the playoffs here. This is, you gotta watch 3 games of it. Oh, rough stuff. So if you're new to the channel, like the video and subscribe. YouTube memberships, like I said, $3 a month supports me, keeps the channel alive. Somebody supported me today in my live stream. I live view the game, so I'm going to be, if I wake up, which I should, and my computer turns on, which it should, I will be live streaming, watching these games, live viewing with the timer and all that. I've done it the last 2 days. If you'd like to join me, I interact with the chat as the games go on. So we'll be doing that. And you can support me if you'd like, $3 a month. You get a badge in the chat and the comment section. $10 a month, you get extra content, including how I think these 2 series are going to go. I'm 3-3 so far between the 2 days. Last year I was like 68 to 70%. And you get a little bit more opinion in that. The videos aren't super long, but they're more, I don't know, there's more opinion in there a bit. If you don't want to do any of that, that's cool. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and thank you for watching.